It's official. For the next 30 days, I am going to get faster. But the question is, how do you get faster and why do you want to get faster? Well, let me share those two things really quick. Right now on my channel, we are hosting a race series called the Ferrari Cup. And the track for this week is Bicker Nicky in the F40. I did 150 laps in 2 days. It's a lot. Now, the problem is I didn't improve from lap 30 to lap 130. There was a 100 lap gap where I didn't break my personal best. So what does that tell me? That means I'm not practicing with a purpose. Every time I go around the lap, I make the same mistake over and over again. I feel like that should have happened all in 40 laps. I should have been able to get on, learn the track, cut some time, and then be like, okay, this is what I need to do to get better. I need help with that because my brain is just practice with purpose. That's what I'm looking for. Now, how am I gonna get faster? To be honest, I really shouldn't share this information. It's pretty top secret, but if you didn't know this, at the top of Eau Rouge, on the left side, there's a little cave, and that's where the Master of Speed lives. And that is where I will learn to be fast. Hello? Anybody here?
I am Speed.
Lightning McQueen?
No. What do you desire?
I was looking for some help. I would like to get faster.
So you wish to be the fastest?
I mean, fastest would be nice, yeah. But I mean, I'd settle for a little quicker.
Too slow.
Okay, well, then I guess fastest. I want to be the fastest.
3 rules.
Lamb on me.
1, you must sacrifice everything.
What, like sacrifice my family?
Yes, your family. It's called weight reduction.
Oh, I don't know.
2, you must never admit wrongdoing. You are right 100% of the time.
Well, I guess that makes sense. What about mistakes?
The fastest does not make mistakes.
Okay, go on.
3, anytime another racer wrecks you, you must use racial slurs over voice chat.
Yeah, you know, maybe being fastest isn't for me. I'm not gonna do any of that. So I'll catch you on the flip side.
Ka-chow!
So it turns out that the Master of Speed was a bit of a racist. So we're just gonna move on past that and we're going to maybe buy a course, which lucky for me, I already bought a course. I bought it back in my ACC days of the channel, way early on, and I never used it. I just bought it because it was on sale.
Got me some groove juice with my name on it.
Swell-E-O Almeida, I think is how you pronounce his name. And it's the motor racing checklist. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go over the motor racing checklist. I'm actually gonna use it. And hopefully it'll give me some purpose to my practice and we'll see what can come out of 30 days. But we do need a benchmark to see our actual progress throughout the month. All right, I am here in the RSS BMW GT3 mod on Assetto Corsa, and we are on Spa. The goal is to put in 5 laps, don't touch the RSS cars or Spa for the next month, and just see what fundamentals change in my driving. All right, here we go. Oh, it's a bad start. It's a bad start. We're counting it though. I'm gonna say it right now, I felt like that was a really good bus stop. I hope that I can say something different in a month from now. Oh, that wasn't bad. Followed by this is bad. Crap. I would say before knowing any better, I feel like I trail brake decently. I'll eat those words. Oh, I got it to 20, okay. See if we can get down into the 19s this lap. I think I'm on my 19 lap here. If I can nail the last few. Ugh. Okay, I probably lost my 19 there. I did, okay, no. All right, so that's where I'm at right now. You put me on Spa in a car I'm not super familiar with, and I will put down 2 20s by the end of the 5 laps. And I was progressively getting better there. I just feel like there's so much more track knowledge I could have, and that's what we're gonna learn. So, it begins.
In your simulator, we're gonna do some exercises while holding the steering wheel in the most relaxed way possible. This is going to be important because sometimes we start tensing up our upper.
It's day 4 of 30. In the last 3 days, I literally spent just working on not gripping the wheel so hard. And I think it's gonna be one of those things that takes like the whole 30 days to break. I just need to keep my mind on it. Also, breathing through cornering and stuff like that was one of the other exercises. I was a little too grippy before, you know? Grippy. Now on to the real meat of the course, how to actually drive. Some things that'll help me be better on track. And that is speed control, braking precision, stages of braking. My brain goes, me trail brake, and that's pretty much my extent of knowledge for racing, but hopefully this will give me much more knowledge on the subject.
Track. Now here are some examples of the variations in grip we can have in different situations, combining changes in both elevation, which would affect.
On day 6, I took a Porsche out onto the Nordschleife with the intention to practice my braking. Why did I do that?
Honestly, if
Don't I look happy?
still trying to get my headspace right, a little flustered.
This was by far the most frustrated I got throughout my 30 days of learning.
All right, at this point, there's nothing to be mad about.
All I'm saying is when you have a plan of action and you know what you're supposed to do, but for some reason you just can't do it, it leads to frustration. And it's something you have to work past and be okay with. All right, so I'm officially seeing results. It's day 12, and one of the guys in Discord, Spicy Martin, opened a Assetto Corsa time trial server on Monza, and he requested everybody put in times. I'm a little bit late to the party, but I did come in here to put down my times tonight, and it's happening. There I am in second place in the BMW M4 GT3, running a 148.9 in only 10 laps. Suck it, bitches. Well, this is happening fast. My 30 days is already halfway over, and I've been very busy for the last week, and this week's going to continue to. The month has gone by incredibly fast. Now, despite what this benchmark tells us, I know I've gotten faster. For some reason, I'm worried that I'm gonna get on track and not be faster. I got super busy this month, so I've literally just been hammering these core fundamentals that I learned in the first 12 to 15 days. And every time I get on track, I just make sure that I'm focused on those things. For this benchmark, I may have doomed myself a bit. Whenever I started this challenge, I was playing Assetto Corsa every day. For the last 20 days, I have dug into iRacing like no other. I'm like addicted. So these 5 laps are gonna be very interesting, but this is kind of the point. Can I get into an uncomfortable scenario and perform better now that I have these new fundamentals in my toolbox? I guess we will see. Please let me pull at least a 19. All right, here goes nothing, 5 laps. And just like I said, I haven't been on Spa for the entire month. I haven't even raced it on anything. Okay, bad start. Okay, our iRacing habits are here. Oh no. Okay, well I have the outlap to figure out how to drive on this game again. This is not good. And my camera just moved. It's a bad start. Oh god. Fudge. Okay, oh no. All right, so far we're looking at much slower laps. Okay, it's a very poor lap time. 2:23. I'm really trying to watch my rev stripe too, because this car's not giving me a whole lot of sound to tell me that it's at its high RPMs, which is kind of a bummer. That's feedback I like to have. This is definitely an improvement on lap number 2. What we got? Oh my god. I'm not gonna beat my times. This is also a very bad lap. Truthfully, I should have done an AC warm-up with like a different car on a different track. just to get the feel for the game again before I came in here to do this. 221.4. Feel like that was sloppy. Can't find my exit. Get back over. Light on the brake. Come on, grab. Missed my exit. Dang it. Fuck. We're looking at like a 23 here. Oh shoot, that was a 219.7. All right, we did it, okay. On a lap that felt terrible. So now the fun part, we get to break apart these best laps from day 30 and day 1 side by side. First thing we can see is that I'm more patient on getting on my throttle. You'll see a lot throughout this lap. On day 1, I was second guessing my throttle input a lot. Day 30, I'm a lot more patient on finding that exit and just getting on the throttle fully. There was a big lift here on day 1 on a Rouge that shouldn't have been. One thing you'll notice as I come down the straight, watch my hands. My hands are no longer on the paddles when they don't need to be. That's helped me be a lot more loose, and I'm thankful that I pushed through that bad habit. Coming into this corner, both lines look pretty similar. They're both kind of sloppy. I think my exit is just a little bit better. Once again, I found the exit and throttled through it. This corner, I believe that my trail braking was actually a bit better on day 1. But once again, watch me stutter the throttle on my way out on day 1. Just wasn't finding my exits. I feel like I've learned a little bit of patience. This corner, I still don't know how to take it. Line looks pretty similar. A little bit later turn in on day 30 that has really brought me out of that corner a lot faster. Here's where I had a big spin on the day 30 side. I wish I had not have spun the back end like this, because I think we were looking at like a 217, late 217 on this lap without that. Right here, once again, me just finding my exit on the day 30 side and just going. Both times we lifted here slightly, shouldn't have needed to. Now coming up into this left, you'll notice on the day 1 side, I end up shifting a little too early. I really started focusing on my shift points throughout my laps on day 30. And now coming into the bus stop, this is a tough one to tell the difference in. I trail brake, my brake is a lot better on day 30. Still had a hard time finding that exit speed, but we do end up crossing the line, gaining about 0.8 on last month's best lap. While my results on the benchmark weren't fantastic or anything impressive, the one thing I can walk away with in these 30 days is that I am a much better racer for this challenge. I have fundamentally, as a racer, gotten better and faster throughout the month. I know that without this benchmark dictating that, because I can see it in my racing, my community sees it when they're watching me on live stream.
Honestly, you've come a long way in 1 year, Casey. Thank you, Juan. Yeah, I've been really dialing in, trying to focus up on actually like some racing habits and getting faster.
I pick up tracks a lot faster, and really I only got into a tiny bit of the course.
It's a tricky one to do too wide.
On your right. Still there.
Did I capitalize?
So if you're trying to get faster, my biggest advice to you is find something to focus on while you practice. Practice is great, but if you're like me, you were doing 150 laps on a track and not improving. It's because you didn't have a purpose. There's some racing fundamentals in your library that are just missing. Things that you need to see while you're out on track. In the comments below, let me know the one fundamental that changed your racing completely. As for me, I'm gonna keep chipping my way through the Swell-E-O course as time goes on and just enjoying the racing along the way. And as for you, I will catch you out on track. Bye.